Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the interview. Today we're gonna be interviewing your I don't really know what to call him. He goes by many different names. He goes by Goji, he goes by El Rey Mundo, and he goes by the Nazi supporter, but he also goes as Hitler. But ladies and gentlemen, introducing to the stage the one and only Mr. Goji, the owner of WRW, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah,
There he is.
yippee.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yippee. All right, Mr. Goji.
Adolf Hitler in the flesh right here.
Okay, pal. All right. Let's not call yourself Adolf Hitler in like the first 1 minute of the video, please.
Okay. I'll do it again later.
There will. Yeah.
My bad.
Did you not like that scene? Was that one too uncomfortable for you? You just didn't like that one. You were like, nah, I'm not feeling that one.
Yeah, had some salsa on it from your tacos earlier.
Okay, pal. All right. You know what? The interview's over. This interview's over. You can go home.
Okay.
All right, everybody can go home. Interview's over. That's it. Nah, but in all seriousness, you were probably one of the most requested people to be on this interview thing. Not only for recently of your announcement, but also just in recent coming up towards the Broken Skull pay-per-view. A lot of people wanted you to be on here, as certain two other people that eventually will be on this. But let's start it off simple. How's your day been so far? I know you were telling me you were out before you got on the interview.
I was tortured by going to IKEA. Yeah.
IKEA.
I've been having to fucking walk around with my fucking parents. I'd stop by every fucking pan they see.
Oh shit, yeah.
So, yeah, but
going to IKEA.
Day's been great so far. I've gotten a lot of good news today, so.
Oh. I mean, hey,
do some
good news
IRL
is
stuff.
news. Absolutely. No. Hey, pal. You can't be requesting questions when the question thing already ended. Suck me fucking schlong, you fat fucking cunt. Anyways, back to the video. This first question comes from Ralph, so we're gonna start off something small. So recently, as we know, you brought back a developmental brand called XNT. In recent times, I know XNT has been like an up and down thing. It hasn't really fully just stayed for a while. So I want to ask you this question. What do you think about XNT so far right now with its current reopening?
Well, I think it's been great so far. It's been showing some really great talent, giving some really great talent, a stage to really perform. Well, we had AGW, but now we've got XNT again, and it's I think it's even better than AGW now.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
I mean, AGW was ran by Plasma first, and then taken over by, what was the guy's name? I
don't fucking know.
I don't remember that fucking. I don't remember that British guy. Yeah, I don't know. He's got really fucked up teeth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit's bigger than the fucking wall of China. I don't understand. But anyways, chat. We're gonna move on to the next question. What? Would you pessimistic cunt? What are you typing up a storm over there?
I'll let him type. He's not going to be finished.
Hope you fall off the bridge. Okay, pal. All right. Well, next question. This one comes from Ruby, or the One Sky I Am, which we recently had on the interview. What is one goal in Rec Room you wish to what the fuck? He spelt this shit so fucking weirdly. I feel like I'm like a 3-year-old trying to read. What is your one goal in Rec Room to accomplish, and what is one goal in life you want to accomplish? So what is one? Let's start off with Rec Room so far. What is one goal in Rec Room that you want to accomplish?
That's a good question. I think just keep fucking all English.
WWE, WRW.
Keep WRW on its feet for as long as I can. and as long as I have time to do this shit, and keep it as one of the biggest companies, maybe even grow it beyond where it is right now, and I guess just have fun in the game as well.
Hmm. And now IRL, what is something you want to accomplish outside of the game? What is a goal that you are wanting to get?
Oof. That's a good question. I guess I don't know. I guess I'll just say job-wise. I want to go full-time as a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm.
Like make that my job, and maybe
Oh,
even
cool.
like do posters and graphics and all that for bigger companies, maybe even UFC, Top Rank, Zone, or even some wrestling companies.
Absolutely. Those are really good goals to try to accomplish. I mean, hopefully whenever you decide to do that, hopefully it goes well your way. As someone pointed out, your Metallica PowerPoint. We recently know that the reason you weren't at Fusion, you were doing a Metallica PowerPoint. How did that turn out?
Yeah. Yeah, I got an A for it, so fuck you.
See, fuck you, Dawson dipshit, for asking for a chat GPT. One ticket to Yappingville. You know what, Exo? You're fucking done. You're done, pal. Bye, pal. You're done. Anyways.
Okay, so
Gonna unban him from the room. He can come back. He can come back. You're next too. Keep fucking opening your mouth, pal. Yeah, you fuck you fucking cunt. Sounds like a certain somebody that I remember from Impact.
just
Anyways,
don't
chat.
remind me.
Don't remind me of the PTSD. All right, fine you. Yeah, fuck the free world, bitch. You're next.
As Eminem once said, wise
As
words.
Eminem once said, fuck the free world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this next question comes from, I believe this says Sean right here. Putin or Hitler? What side are you
Hitler.
going for? Hitler all the way, like 50%, 75,
Yeah,
or
Hitler
100%?
all the way.
All the
Why the
way.
fuck would I?
Damn, chap.
Why the fuck would I fucking choose a Russian? Next question.
That is true. Hopefully we don't get shot from 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 talking about Hitler
Fuck
just
Superman.
so
Be a bitch.
let's hope I don't hopefully this video does not get taken down. Also FRW is going on, so I do know that at one point or another I do have to put a pause in this real fast. But speaking of FRW, the Cocker also would like to join. But this is another question. This comes from Mr. Cheese. If you didn't take over WRW, where do you think it would be now? And why did you take over the position of bringing back WRW?
Well, I'll go with why I bring it back first. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I started wrestling back, I think it was in April, I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure about it. I went to Impact, and at the time I joined, it was going pretty well, but
Yeah.
it slowly started to fucking die out. Like the development brand started to get better than the main roster, which was kind of
Absolutely.
sad. So I was like, so I texted Rave, the original owner. I was like, yo, what if we bring back WRW? He was like, you know what? Sure. So that's
Mm-hmm.
just basically how it all started. Rave's not done really anything since the reopening, but yeah,
And
just
where do you
taking
think it would
over.
be? You think it would just be forgotten if you never decided to, give him that call and say, hey, let's bring back WRW?
Well, I think it'd be fucking dead in the war. I don't think anyone would remember it, to be honest, because it was short lifespan.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, hey, props to you. You brought it back, and it's been booming ever since. So,
Yeah, thank you.
100% props to you. This question comes from Mr. Alex Frost. What are some people that inspired you in your career when you started up?
Well, when I started up, I think I've made this pretty vocal. I've talked about this a lot. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, rest in peace. God bless his family.
Absolutely.
You know, when I was still boxing and Raven Bandy opened up WRW for the first time, I was not really like keen on wrestling itself. Like of course I like knew The Undertaker, John Cena, The Rock, and all those guys, but I've never been like deep into wrestling at that point. And I just like watched a few like matches, and Bray Wyatt is the one that like really stuck out to me as like a really unique, like scary character. I was like, oh shit,
Okay.
that's pretty fucking cool.
That's pretty
And
sick.
then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just steal his fucking gimmick and just do it in record.
Homie said, I'm about to yoink that shit and keep it to myself.
And I guess it worked out for me in the end,
Hmm.
kind of. When I sold at The Fiend, I had a good success in the company. Because
You
it
should
was a
definitely bring
different
back the
take on some
Fiend for
characters.
Fight for Glory.
Absolutely not.
You should come out with full body the Fiend for Fight for Glory. Definitely. Definitely. Imagine that. Just bring... Who the fuck is that? Oh, who's that guy in the fucking crowd?
I don't know, I can't see because of the
Oh,
microphone.
never mind. I got scared for a minute. Oh, holy shit. It's an old man trying to dress up as a wrestler. Seems weird. Anyways, move on to the next question. This one comes from your favorite dick-eating child, Dawson Dynamite. As we know,
Oh,
Dawson
oh,
loves to eat
alright.
schlong. He absolutely loves it. Engulfs it, in all honesty. Who are people? What the fuck? Illiterate motherfucker. Who are some people who helped you in the long way, in the long run, in your career? Next time, learn how to fucking spell acoustic, motherfucker.
Alright. Well, definitely, I'd say Dawson is one of them. He's been there with me since the start. Well, since the start of my WRW career, and he's helped me out a lot. And I'd
Has he
say
been your cash cow?
TJF. I can't. Yes, absolutely. I've not paid for a single
I
thing.
know it.
I think.
Absolutely. I figured. I figured.
Then of course TJF. You know,
Rest in peace, the Doxing King.
I started out with him in Impact again, and went all the way to WRW. Just really helped me like kick start the company.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Absolutely.
Who else? I guess I could say Rocker, and I guess Rocker and Shay Cross, both of them, like giving me a chance at DPCW, which to be fair, I should have gone there like way earlier than I did, because
To
my
be fair, you
original
should have
plan
been
was
world
to go there.
champion. To be fair, you know, Rocker's just a weird fucking guy that just doesn't want to give opportunities to people that he thinks that are actually good. But you know, it seems like a skill issue for Rocker.
Yo,
You
hold
get
on,
no, get
no,
the fuck
no,
off. No, you're getting
no.
out. Sorry. I had to deal with that. Apologies. But yeah. No, definitely I could see those people being a big part of your career in the long run. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of the old man that came and tried to hijack the set for a split minute, your biggest regret in your career, do you have any like a big regret that you have had?
Yeah, I think I've just talked about a little bit. Not joining DBCW while Bandy was in control. Because that's something like while I was boxing I really wanted to do. I wanted to go to DBCW and just like,
Mm-hmm.
work with Bandy again. Because he's like, I was not like the closest with him,
Mm-hmm.
but we were like, I guess, good enough friends to be like, you know what, I can give this another shot, and I can
Yeah,
trust
many
Bandy
men.
to make something great out of me. You know, that's
Absolutely,
probably the
many
biggest
men
regret.
wishing death
Yeah,
upon me.
he's used
We
that
always
theme
love
for
many
fucking
men.
2 years now.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great song. If you guys haven't checked out Bandy's theme song, look it up on Spotify. Search up Bandy's theme. It'll be right
Yeah,
there.
it'll come up.
It'll come up. Or look at the old man in the crowd. You know, his name is Rocker. He lives in a cardboard box. He has no home right now. So we'll put the GoFundMe link in the description if you guys want to donate at least $1 to his new home. His cardboard box had
Yeah.
recently got wet from a storm, so he needs a new box. Definitely could need some help there. Another question that the Cocker asked: three of the biggest things that you can tell anybody who wants to open up a company.
Okay.
What would you give them?
Alright, here we go. So, first of all, really look at the successful companies and look at what they're doing. Like, what are they doing that's like, you know, innovative? You know, that's like new. That's something like you don't see anywhere else. You know, like modern stuff. I've seen it in, I think Fleeky's company, Bone Breaking Wrestling. Like he's doing great job with our YouTube stuff, which most companies aren't doing. And I think if he keeps doing that, his company can get up there with maybe FRW, WRW, and ROH. Another thing, don't start a company just because you want another place to wrestle in, because it's not going to go well in the long run for you. If you really want to start a company, like really think about it, and you have to have time to actually invest into making the company great and a great place for people to wrestle.
Absolutely. Sounds like Noah Blitz when he made PEAW, Pro All Elite Wrestling. God knows whatever happened to that company. But speaking of Noah Blitz, when is there never a video where I don't talk about the fucking no? Nah, I can't say that here. Supernova. But I can say that. When do we not talk about that guy? He has the next question actually. It says, in your opinion, what are 5 people from XNT that have the most talent that you've seen so far?
Um, well, I think an obvious one. I think an obvious one is the Jupiter.
I agree,
He's been with
100%.
me since Impact as well, and he's improved tremendously. You know, now XNT World Champion, and definitely main roster material.
He should have been the WRW World
Um,
Champion. Just saying.
then probably Sway.
You come close one more fucking time, so help me, you're gonna be gone from the room.
Yeah, Sway. He's like pretty great wrestling wise,
Hmm.
but he needs to work on his promo skills a lot because at his promo ROH I like half fell asleep in the fucking pro room.
Homer's
Uh,
like,
uh, Meme as well. He's pretty great. His mic work's pretty good. His wrestling's
he's
pretty
improved a
great.
lot.
Yeah, he just needs to like improve a little bit more, and I think then he's good. Let's see, who else? Who else? Superman, he's pretty good as well. He's improved tons as well. You know, I've told him a lot of stuff to improve. You know how he can improve. Um, you know, also championship material in XNT. I could see him being on the main roster in like maybe 3 or 2 months time if he keeps doing what he's doing now.
Absolutely.
Um, and then last, I think Rouse, because he's like such a unique character in my opinion. I don't think anyone is doing like a really powerhouse character in Reclam Wrestling right now. Like he feels like kind of a Brock Lesnar type of character in XNT. Like kind of
Brock
destroying
Lesnar
everyone. I
was the...
know he's not, yeah. I know he's not been booked like that in XNT, which I'm gonna try to do now. Like make him a fucking Base, like his nickname suggests. So yeah, I think those are the 5.
Absolutely.
That's his next in
Absolutely.
T.
He asks another question and says, in your opinion, what 5 people from main roster have the most talent?
Well, I'm not gonna name like the obvious ones like Ruby, Stein, Dawson, all of those.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You know,
Dawson. Dick Muncher. Yeah, fucking. I can't say that word here.
I'd say some underrated people, which are really talented. Bruiser,
Mm-hmm.
he's been doing some really
Absolutely.
great work. Of course, he's been written off in an injury because he can't make the fucking pay-per-view.
What a fucking guy.
He's really great, and he's ROH World Champion now, and I hope he keeps it at Wrestle Kingdom, to be honest, and
Absolutely.
keeps doing well in his reign there. I'd say Zero. He's fucking tremendous. His mic work is fucking phenomenal. His in-ring skill is phenomenal as well. And I think he's like one of the most talented wrestlers of our generation.
Told you that's why I
He's
made that
doing some
fucking
really great stuff.
storyline.
Let's see, who else? Plasma, probably. Plasma's pretty great wrestler. Universal champion, the only Universal champion so far in WRW. It's some real great work as well. In ring, Mike has been mid-ish when he was
Which mic are we talking
Universal.
about?
Like on the mic.
Oh, I thought you were
Like
talking about
promo
Mike.
skill,
I was like, who? Which mic?
as in promo skill wise.
Oh,
He's not been like the best, I think, in his Universal Championship reign. I think it's just like mostly because his reign was kind of booked
his reign
terribly,
was kind of. His reign was kind of
and he just fucking
mid.
didn't want to do shit. Let's
In
see.
all honesty, y'all just kept giving him open challenges, which
Yeah, which was when Rebirth and TJF was booking that wasn't it?
yeah.
Right?
Anyways, sorry.
Who else have I? That's pretty talented.
Who else is the other guy?
There's like a
Who
few
else?
people that are really talented, but those are like people that are like widely known to be like great
Oh
wrestlers.
my god.
Like I could like list off like you know, doing great stuff. Jay Cross, another one of those people that do some great stuff. Mr. Cheese and all of those guys, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, gonna have to, let's see, we're gonna have to
Move away from the camera, beach boy.
All right, Goji. So where we left off, we were on, it was Mr. Goober, but he was basically asking the question that we already answered previously, are just rookies and wrestlers you think have more of a chance with potential. So we're gonna move on to the next question. Next question is, this is from Noah. Why are you retiring? I think everybody wants to know that. I think that's like the main question everybody has been asking.
Well,
Why are you retiring?
honestly, I've just lost like interest in wrestling myself. To be honest, that's why I just haven't like signed up to like any shows because I've just not found it enjoyable.
Absolutely.
I
I think
do
that's
wrestling.
something. I think that's something that eventually, at everybody at one point or another, has ever thought in their career. Like, hey, am I gonna do this forever? Because I mean, we're not gonna do this forever. But like, am I gonna keep doing this? Am I gonna like have the mentality to do this? And I think that's like the main thing that a lot of people don't understand is that when it comes down to it, it's between two of those things. So I understand, completely understand the standpoint why you want to retire. Another he has like 4 or 5 questions. Like I don't know why Noah does this, but he said, "What is your favorite thing to book in WRW?"
Favorite thing to book?
Yeah,
So weird question. Favorite
I
thing
know.
to
I'm guessing like let's say match types. Let's do that. Let's do that.
match types. Oh, well, I love
He didn't really
booking like
put match
blood
types,
feuds.
but but I'm gonna go ahead and put that there since it's kind of a
I'm
weird
guessing
question.
like I guess it's talking about something like that. I guess it would be blood feuds, that kind of thing.
Okay. All right. Another question he asked, what is your favorite match in your career? Do you have a favorite match?
Favorite match in my career? Oof. That's a good one. I think, even though it's happened like a whole while ago, it's probably me versus TJF at Impact Negative Takeover for the Impact Scottish Championship.
Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that. That's a very good one. I'm not gonna lie. It
It
is a very
wasn't
good.
nearly as like the highest rated, but
Mhm.
it's just like the match that I had the most fun doing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's another thing that again, I'm gonna bring up the match rating because it's like something that always gets brought up in these interviews. Um, I think it's always people are like, oh, the rating and all this. It mostly comes down to how much you enjoy it, how much you match, and genuinely, like for example, you just made a really good point. It's your favorite match in your career. It wasn't the best rated, but it is something that you go back to and say, hey, this is my favorite match. So
Yeah,
completely understand that.
it's like a match I always go back and like watch just like for nostalgia purposes and like because it was my first title win back, like fully in wrestling. And yeah, like match ratings just don't matter to me at all. I just don't care for 'em.
Another question he asked, what's your favorite map you've ever built?
Favorite map I've ever built. Oof. I'm saying oof a lot, I've noticed. Because it's just questions are hard.
Yeah,
Um,
these are very interesting heart built questions.
Favorite map? Maybe the American Airlines Center. That I've built now for the new Rebirth and Rundown in the US.
Oh, that is true. If you have any pictures of them, I definitely will put them like right here in this part right here
Yeah,
where you're talking
yeah.
about them. I definitely will put them in here. But yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. Definitely seen it. Um, it, I mean, well, let's be honest here. You've built so many good arenas, in my opinion. But you always seem to always like upscale it one by one every single time. And I think that's like the good thing about it. It's not something just keeping it to like the same formula of arenas, but you mostly adapt to it and you always push the bar a little bit further than what everybody else does. So I think it separates you from the rest, which is a good thing, in my opinion. Next question is, I guess it kind of goes involved, but who's a favorite person you've ever had to work with in ring?
Um, I've said TGF a lot, but I think now I'm gonna say Rise to be honest, because me and Rise just kind of click when we had a match. Like I think I, I know I've said match ratings don't matter to me, but I think both or like all the matches we've had are like pretty good rating. I think the two ones in ROH. Wait, no, the one at Death Before the Sun is like a 4.5.
Yeah, that's the one that I was remembering was the Death Before the Dishonor match. That one was a really good match because it had a really good pacing. It had good pacing. It had the momentum, and then the build to it was good in my opinion. So I can see where you're going from. Choosing Rise, I definitely could see that. This is gonna be interesting. Inko asked this question: who is your favorite WRW champion? It could be current champion right now, or champions that have held either the WRW World Championship or maybe even Universal Champion. I'll throw it in there. Or
You
maybe
know what?
because I
I
don't know if
think
he's
I
talking
brought
about
up.
World Champion. I don't know if he's talking about World Champion or he's talking about champions plural. Like, who have held the IC title before it became the European title, the US title, the tag title.
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
guess he's talking about world championships.
Hmm.
But since Inko's the one that asked the question, um, honestly, Ruby's too early to tell. I think, as a world champion, he's brought me the best matches so far. But honestly, I think Kai was the best in my opinion. Even though he held it for a short time, I think like the moments of him winning the world championship at the 1 year show Limitless is just like one of the best moments in WRW history. It's been stuck in my head forever, and it's just like a great moment. And that's probably why.
Absolutely. I can see that. I can definitely see that why you would think he is your best champion so far. Uh,
No
now
shame
he
the
asked
other
another.
ones. Everyone else is great as well.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
no, no, no. Let's not throw that out of the bridge. Every person who has held the world title is great, but some are more, I guess, elevated than others. I hope that doesn't bring any like bad things to this conversation. It kind of just there's a bar where it separates, but everybody, in my opinion, who has ever held is great in their own standpoints. You have held your title because I mean, if you got chosen to be world champion, you've proven that you're the best of the best. So, in my opinion, if you ever make it to the world title scene, you've done it. So everyone who's held the world title is great in my book. But Inko asks another question: out of all the current legends, examples, Ruby, Stein Time, etc., who are still wrestling, who is your favorite and why?
uh from all the legends with still wrestling. Uh it's a tough one because Ruby um has, in my opinion, like I guess the best matches. Promos is pretty good as well, but I think Kai is a little bit better at promos. Jay Cross is also phenomenal in wrestling. So it's like it's hard to choose like one specifically because like I watch Ruby's matches the most, but Kai's promos are the ones that impress me the most. So it's like I guess between those two kind of.
Okay, I can definitely see that. Now, the next question comes from Zero. He says, most underrated WRW main roster star.
Most underrated. That's a good question. I've said early on the interview, I think a few names with Zero Bruiser and stuff, but I think Alex
All right, we both had something to do with it. All right, all right, all right, Buster.
Mhm.
I think the big question for this interview: who's the mystery guy in War Games?
Well, I can answer this two ways. It depends on when this interview is going to come out.
I'm going to drop this interview if you want, hopefully today, or I could drop it off tomorrow. Depends.
I won't say who it is exactly, but I'll drop some more hints.
For it, go for it.
So when they were saying in the promo it was a former WRW champion, it involved all the belts. But this time I'm saying he's a former world champion who's not wrestled in a while, and he's a master at what he does. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here, folks. He was a former world champion, and he is a master of what he does. I can definitely have some names in mind, but I won't say right here. I'll ask this question. I'm guessing it partakes to me, even though we already know what's happening for you at Fight for Glory. But I'm not going to answer this question. Eventually, one point or another, I'll sit down and ask other people. People ask me questions at one time, but not for now. But I think one question I got to ask you: who are you facing in your final match at Fight for Glory?
I think I can say this now. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people have probably been suggesting it, and I've talked about him a lot today in this interview. It's going to be the man I started with. I started this career path with TJF for the last time.
Yeah, it's confirmed here. King Goji will have his final match at Fight for Glory with the one and only TJF. I think another question that a lot of people are going to ask is he staying, or is this just a one-off thing to have a good send-off?
Well, I've talked with him, and depending on how the match goes, he either is going to stay. I'm going to have him at Rundown, or it's just going to be a one-off. So,
Right. So how much I'm gonna bet everybody's gonna try to get this guy kicked or banned from the room?
I'm betting the whole house on it. He's gonna fuck. A lot of people are gonna try to kick him. That's why I'm probably gonna turn off world kicking for the most part and just you know, do some other stuff.
We're definitely gonna have to just keep it where it's just you and me in order to remove people, because I have a feeling somebody at one point or another is gonna click on his shit and then click a room ban, and it's just gonna end the whole match. Is gonna go shit.
Because I think at
Also,
every
another thing,
WRW event he's been at, I think he's been banned or someone's tried to ban him. So.
And also another thing that we probably need to do is make sure we remove Maker Pen off of everybody in case people try to spawn shit in as well.
Yeah.
During the match. So we're gonna try to keep this match 100%. But if something happens and we find out who it is, they done here.
Yeah, they done out. I don't care who it is.
So if it's Dawson, you're done, pal.
You're done, pal.
You're done. But yeah,
5-star match or not.
5-star or not, you're fucking done, pal. You're done. No, but I think one question I gotta ask you before we get to the end part. So your final match, Fight for Glory. This is the end of your wrestling career.
Yeah.
Is it your final match here, or are you gonna have another final match, let's say in ROH, where you have previously also worked at? Are you gonna want to try to pitch an idea to have a match there, or will it just end here at this pay-per-view?
I think it's just gonna end at this pay-per-view. I showed out the idea to Ruby previously about a last match in ROH, but before Fight for Glory.
Oh, okay.
Because this is gonna be my last match. I'm not gonna wrestle maybe like in any other company again. This
Okay.
is the last time I'm going to be wrestling, and I just want to end it where I started it. So.
No, absolutely, absolutely. No, but well, we've arrived to what is the sad part of the interview. It's the end. We've arrived here. What I'd like to tell everybody when we do these interviews, if you have anything you want to shout out or anything at this point,
Yeah.
go ahead, stand up, stand
got
right here. I'll
something.
move the camera.
I've got a little thing I want to say.
Go for it.
There's a thing I want to say. Some people might clown me for this, but since I'm retiring from Rec Room Wrestling, you know, previously I've done Rec Room Boxing, and over the last few weeks, I've just been like sparring with some of my old friends, and I just thought about, I think I'm gonna come back and do some fights just to prove that, I've still got it in me. So, and I think it's official. It's been announced that next week on Sunday, I'm gonna have my return fight. I don't think it's a very known well guy in the community, but I'm just gonna try and build up my record again and win some belts I've not won in my career. So
absolutely, definitely, we'll see that, and hopefully, all of WRW will go check out that event when it does come becomes official. Anything else you wanna go ahead and pop up here? Stage is practically yours right now.
Yeah. I think the FRW X ROH X WRW event was teased by Ruby and kind of made official. And I just want to confirm again that it's gonna happen in summertime. We don't know exact date yet, but it's probably gonna be decided soon because we want to get like make the event really early so we can get as much ticket sales as possible for this event.
Absolutely.
So just make sure to have your eyes peeled for when that event gets published.
Yeah, absolutely. That door will be open once again. I think that's the one thing that everybody was excited for. Finally, we didn't get to do Forbidden Door 2 with ROH because, well, we had some issues.
Things happen.
But hopefully this time around, it will be one of the biggest events, hopefully, for all three companies, FRW, ROH, WRW. Finally, all three of us, not only just two companies, but all three companies stepping together and see who is the best of the best. So, without further ado, thank you again, Goji, for taking the time to answer some questions. But yeah, I guess one thing that I got to ask you, fuck off my stage, pal. You're done.
All right, then, you Mexican bastards. Go eat some tacos.
Anyways, guys, thank you again for watching. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe we'll get Goji back on here, but maybe dressed as Hitler. That wasn't your cue to come back. Bitch. Anyways, without further ado,
Man, shut the fuck.